Well, we are so glad that our dunes held up. They did their job. A lot of people are coming out here today and really thanking those water pumps for pumping out that water and preventing their homes from being flooded. You can just take a look around here. You can see this car over here just completely sprayed with that sand and that water from that wind blowing last night. And we spoke to a lot of people who live along First Street South. There was about a foot of water around 10 a.m. this morning. Thankfully, because of those water pumps, that water was pumped out, and you can follow it up here actually, and you can see onto the beach that it was pumped out and back into the ocean. And they didn't have these during Matthew. They've made a huge difference. I just spoke with a public works crew member who's been out here, and they've been moving these water pumps actually to different beach access points so that they're kind of taking care of every different access point along the way. I want to show you this really quick. You can see this huge area cut out of our dune. As I said, our dunes did a great job. We were watching them all night last night, and we could see some waves crashing on them, but you can obviously see those waves still made an impact. And I want to show you a video that we took from overnight. You can see it starts with a and that is showing you that we lost power often throughout the night. We eventually lost power for good, and actually we're still without power here at Jacksonville Beach. But that just shows you not only were those waves crashing on the dunes here, they were also really flooding these walkways that we're standing on, flooding underneath the walkways where there's now a lot more sand built up underneath that. We spoke to a man earlier who just says those water pumps really kept his house from flooding like it did last year.
On a scale of 1 to 10, they were a 10, if not a 12. They have to be here. If not, Matthew, it was knee deep before the high tide of Matthew when Matthew hit, and they didn't do anything. And it came all the way up to here.
These water pumps making a huge difference, and you can see this one right here pumping out water, so all the difference made by these. And you can see some debris along our beach here. It obviously looks very different than it did before, but nothing like compared to Matthew because of this dune restoration and because they piled up that sand along these access points. A lot of people back out now walking around, spectators. We saw some surfers earlier. Even though these waves, I mean, even though the sun is coming out right now a little bit, these waves are still massive. But a lot of people out just checking out the area. So we're going to keep following this area for you. I've been reaching out to some of the mayors on the beaches, and they have updates for us. So when you come back to us, we're going to talk a little bit about school closures, road closures. They're hopefully working to get that back open. As I said, public works crews are back out. JEA, of course, working very diligently as well, but we just got to be patient as they work hard out there. For now, reporting live at Jacksonville Beach, Shelby Danielson, First Coast News on your side.